Hello and welcome to Daphne V TV. I'm your host, Daphne V, and I've got a question for you. What purpose do boxes serve in your life? Let me tell you a little story. You'll see some boxes here behind me, and those boxes are serving a purpose. They are helping me organize, they are helping me sort, and they are storing things. At some point, though, those boxes are not going to benefit me any longer. In fact, those boxes will actually keep me confined. And I want to live free. Welcome to today's show, where I'm going to help you understand how you can break through the boxes that are keeping you confined and possibly defined with messages and methods that are no longer relevant for you. I'd love to know where you are from. So feel free to type in the comments where you're watching this from. And I hope that you've brought a friend as well. How are you, Dawn? Great to have you with me. Thank you for being here. So let's talk a little bit about this. I would imagine you are here because you are looking for some transformation. Perhaps there's a little bit of a limitation. Perhaps there is, I don't know, what should we say? Some confinement, something that is holding you back, something that is keeping you stuck. Well, I'm here to tell you, friend, that doesn't have to happen a minute longer. Let me explain. Growing up, I had some labels or some limits put on me. Have you ever had labels put on you? I was left-handed. Technically, I still am. I was also flat-footed. Technically, I still am. I was a head taller than all of my classmates. Yeah, I kind of stopped right there. I peeked out on that one. But let me tell you, I took those labels and I allowed them to become limitations. They kept me kind of confined in a box and they limited my thinking. Now, again, some boxes are helpful, like these behind me. When we are transitioning, when we are moving, it's great to have some physical boxes. In fact, hey, who doesn't love a little blue box with the words Tiffany on it, right? So some boxes are really, really good. They can allow us some freedom. But I want to talk about the boxes that are not tangible. I want to talk about those mental boxes, or as I recently heard Pastor Stephen Furtick from Elevation Church talk about, unlearn your limitations. Yeah. It's, I think, the boxes up here that really confine us and keep us trapped. Now, there's another kind of box that's different than the ones behind me or the ones up here. Those are the check boxes. Maybe they're on your to-do list. You write down some items and you check them off, or you use those check boxes to make sure you're achieving certain goals or maybe living up to certain standards. Those can be good as well if you are driving them. But if those boxes are driving you, then I'm wondering really who's in control and who's in charge. Is it the boxes or is it you? So let's talk about those mental boxes. Those are the ones that I really want us to focus on today, because when we have mental boxes, they confine our possibilities. They limit our thinking. And ultimately what we do is we wind up shrinking. Y'all didn't know I could rhyme, did you? Well, on occasion it happens, not usually on purpose. What I want you to realize is this: the only limitations you have are the ones you accept. Y'all know I'm a little salty, so I'm going to give it to you straight. I may be an acquired taste if you're new to this show and you're new to me. But think of me like salmon and Brussels sprouts. I'm good for you. You just got to get used to it, all right? The limits that we accept, those that we allow, are the ones that are going to hold us back, that are going to keep us stuck and keep us stifled. And when we are stuck and we are stifled, we become stagnant. And when we are stagnant, our lives start to stink. Think about a pond versus a river. In a pond, that water can become very still and icky stuff grows in there. Well, with a river, it's constantly moving. It's constantly changing. The landscape is never the same. So there's a real benefit to being a work in progress, if you will. And that's what I want to encourage you to be today. I want to encourage you to blow the limits off yourself, break through the boxes. Where is an area that you have opportunity to grow? Leslie, I'm talking to you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Where is an opportunity that you can say, you know what? At one point in time, perhaps that way of thinking, perhaps that habit, perhaps that idea served me well. Maybe it protected me for a certain season or a certain circumstance. But as of today, I want you to ask yourself, is it still protecting you or is it holding you back? What I want you to do is I want you to give yourself permission to break free. You know, I can give you permission. In fact, I'll do that before we go. And it'll be good for a few minutes. It's a little bit of motivation, if you will. Real change comes from inspiration. It comes from inside. When you are connected with your true source and you are in alignment with your real calling, you are then going to live up to your full potential. There will be no boxes that confine you. There will be no limitations in your thinking or in your life that will hold you back from being who you are intended to be. And I've got news. No matter how awesome you are today, there's still more for you. And I've got news for the one who thinks, I'm not so awesome. Yes, you are. You're more awesome than you're aware. How do I know? Trust me, I know, because you're taking this time right now to invest in yourself. You're taking this time to be curious, to learn more about those boxes that may be holding you back. Maybe it's a mindset you adopted from a lifestyle. Maybe you're focused on your past. Well, I'm here to tell you, I am proof positive that your past does not need to determine your present or even your potential. I'm here as evidence that when you break through the limiting beliefs, the boxes, the confinement, the chains that are keeping you stuck, there is freedom on the other side. You, my friend, are a wave maker. So my question for you is, are you ready to jump in and start making those waves? The great news is you have a choice every second of every day to change. You are in charge of you. The only time someone else is if you allow them. And I believe you are stronger than you know. I believe you're more valuable than you may believe. And with those thoughts, with those ideas, when you fully embrace those truths, sister, there's no stopping you. There are no boxes or boundaries that can confine and contain you. You, my friend, are a chain breaker and a wave maker. And I'm going to give you permission to break the boxes. Here's your permission slip. Remember growing up when we would go on an adventure? We'd be given a permission slip from school, and then we'd take it home and have our parents sign it. I trust you had your parents sign it. None of you ever forged a signature, did you? Nah, I know you didn't. Well, maybe you did, and that's okay too. But we were so excited because that permission slip was an indication of an adventure. It was an indication of something new. It was an indication that you were going to experience something out of the box. So today, I'm giving you permission to break the box. I'll give it to you, then you have to take it and run with it. So, can I get an amen? Can I get an I'm in? Type it in the comments below if you are ready to break through the boxes, break the boundaries that are keeping you confined so that you can live a well-done life, so that you can be a chain breaker and a wave maker. Because my friend, I am here to tell you, there is more in you, there is more for you than you have any idea. It's awaiting you. Are you willing to grab it and grasp it? If you are truly ready for transformation, I got some people hopping in. Yes, y'all, the world needs to look out. There is nothing like a woman on a mission. Come on, you know it. When we make up our mind, ain't no devil in hell, ain't no porcupine on earth that will keep us confined. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to make up your mind? And if you're ready, the next step is to take action. It can be a baby step. Y'all, I'm not talking about doing a 180. If you try a 180, think of it like this. Envision, if you will, me trying to do the splits. Well, maybe don't envision that. It's not a pretty picture. So envision yourself trying to do the splits. That's a 180, okay? That's painful. I mean, that's gonna maybe pull a hamstring or something else. So don't focus on a 180. If you're ready to break the boxes and the boundaries that are keeping you stuck and confined, then I need you to take 1 degree of change. 1 baby step. Y'all know there's a huge difference in that 1 degree between boiling water and really hot water. There's 1 degree difference between really cold water and something being frozen. That's all it's going to take for you is 1 degree of change. Because what happens next is you then have success. And you then say, oh, well, I've accomplished that. What's next? Where's my next step? And then you take your next step. And then you take your next step. And before you know it, you have done a 180. But you don't go from 0 to 180 without causing some major pain. And I get it. That baby step may be a little uncomfortable. I've been taking some baby steps. I know you're capable of taking some baby steps. Trust yourself. If there is something in your gut, which to me is an acronym for God's urging to, if you are feeling convicted right now that there needs to be a change in your life, in your way of thinking, in your daily habits, in your tendency to say yes when you really mean no, I think I just got somebody with that one. You don't have to self-proclaim or self-profess in the comments unless you just want to. But I think that right there is a word for somebody. Are you saying yes when you really need to say no or really want to say no? All it takes is a baby step. It takes 1 time. And once you've done it once, you've broken through a boundary. You've broken into a new level. So what's it going to take? When is now a good time for you to make that baby step? For you to Make the change that you've been called to do. I know there's something for you. I'm here to tell you, not one of you has completely arrived. And I don't mean that out of disrespect, because I see some of the people on this chat, and y'all are an accomplished group of people. Yes, you absolutely are. You also are still on this earth, and you have a breath in your body, which means there's more for you. But if you stay stuck in those boxes, if you stay confined, you're going to miss out. You were not intended to miss out. You are intended to grab life by the collar and say, here I am. Let's do this thing. So my friends, I want to again give you permission to break the boxes. There you go. Here it is. Will you accept it? I'm handing it to you right now. You're going to grab permission, and are you going to say, you know what? I'm out of the box. I'm thinking out of the box. I'm living out of the box. Was there even a box? I don't even know. That's my encouragement for you today. Break the box. Break through the boundaries. Seek the transformation that you are destined for. There is more for you right now, and there's more for you ahead. But until you experience the now, the ahead is not going to happen. So before I sign off, I want to thank you for joining me here today. This was the first ever Daphne V TV. I'm going to be with you weekly, and next week from a very special location. I'll be switching up my background on occasion and coming to you live from wherever this journey called life takes me. Each Wednesday, 1:15 Eastern, 12:15 Central, 11:15 Mountain, 10:15 Pacific, and that's all the math I can do, all right? Please mark this on your calendar. Each week, it's a new topic, and soon I'll be bringing on some guests as well. And our entire purpose is to serve you so that you will live a well-done life, and you will break the chains and make the waves that will allow you to step fully into your purpose, your divine design, and live fully alive. Nobody's going to live numb here. Y'all are going to live fired up and on fire, because I believe in you. You've already proven you want more simply by watching this. And I thank you for that. And I want to say bye for now. Be sure and recommend a friend. In fact, maybe we can just start having lunch together on a regular basis. Bring a friend. I'd love to meet her. Until next time, seek the edges of those boxes and then blow them up. Get rid of the boundaries. You have more in store, and you're not going to find it stuck in a box. Break the box, my friend. I believe in you. Bye for now.